What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. What I want to do is look at the weekly candle close that just came in. So I wanted to give you a video of what I'm seeing here on the weekly time frame. If you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated. Let's dig into this. So guys, these are some of the indicators that I look at on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. First of all, we always want to start with price action. We've been consolidating here roughly for about 7 months now. So in my opinion, when we do finally get one of these breaks, we're going to trend for a decent amount of time, anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks. And the price action typically comes in pretty fast, pretty vertical, like you see here, like all this price action here, all this price action. Bitcoin, when it moves, it typically puts you to sleep, and then it hits really hard and it runs just up walls vertical. So when we're taking a look at this here right now, still just in this consolidation, what we need to do, we had a doji candle here for the weekly. We went all the way down to about $59,000. The bulls bought that up, and that was our support. And then resistance here was at $64,500 is what we need to get up over top. Roughly, guys, when we're stepping back and we're taking a look at this here, I also like to throw in moving averages. We're still holding for support our 50 weekly moving average, which is important for us, as well as our 200. And you can see last bull market, when we had this major crash here, and this was from the China FUD news and everything that went on during that time, it was crazy. But we did hold this 50-week moving average here before we got another bounce, but it was on low volume here. But holding it as of now, and that's what we want to see here. The trend is still up. The momentum is still to the upside, even though we have consolidated for 7 months. Probably have consolidated for 7 months, guys, because we're a little bit ahead of schedule, and also because of how steep this move was. We didn't build a ton of support, so it makes sense that we are moving sideways now. When we take a look at the indicators I like to look at here, first is the Chaikin money flow indicator, and I like to use this zero line here to show if we're up above or we're below. So you can see right here when money really started to come in, this was October 16th, 2023. We got up above it, and since then we have been trading up above this zero line here. We still have held it as support, and right now we are at a positive 0.13. I also like to look at the highs, guys. Typically what we can get to is 35. We can get up to around 44, highs of 50 before we have a local top put in, and we tend to reverse. So that so far is looking good. We're still trading up above the zero line, so we still have positive money flow coming into Bitcoin. The next one here is going to be our squeeze momentum. Hadn't really had a huge sell-off here, guys. So like back in here when we were even looking at this China thing, look how much lower we went, how much deeper in red. Here we haven't had that. It's just been more of that consolidation. I don't think the big guys, the big whales, are really selling right now. They're waiting for higher prices, and that's just my opinion. And none of this financial advice, guys. It's just the best opinion that I have. No one has a crystal ball, and no one knows exactly what's going to happen in the future here. Next one, we're going to take a look at the MACD. We do want to get this weekly MACD cross, and I want to see it come above this zero line as well. That can offer a little bit more strength as well. Back here, you can see when we got it, then we had a really nice run. So just something that I like to pay attention to as well. We have not got that cross yet here. Looking for the blue line to cross up through the orange line. But stepping back, guys, price action, still everything's looking good. Holding our 50 weekly moving average. No problem there. We just really need to get over top of this 65,000. Then it's going to be up to around, we'll call it 67,000. And you can see all these overhead resistance areas that we have to break up through. But typically, like we've talked about, Bitcoin will want to do something like this in a week and just break through all those if we are to continue to move to the upside, which in my opinion is the path of least resistance. If we take a look here at the technicals, just really fast. So on the month, I like to start at the highest, work my way back. We have a buy, we have a 1 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 13 buy. And this is just going to calculate all the different oscillators and moving averages, things for you, give you a rough estimate. And then on the weekly here, we have a buy, which is a 4 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 12 buy. And then on the 1 day, we also have a buy with a 4 sell, a 9 neutral, and a 13 buy. So everything's aligning pretty good there, guys. I think we just have to be patient here, and we have to see if we can get this next move to the upside. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.